I remember my early days in comedy in South Africa. Terrifying, exhilarating, and honestly a little bit absurd. Back then, every stage felt like a mountain, and every audience was a wild animal you had to tame. I was just a young woman with a notebook full of jokes and a heart full of nerves, trying to find my place in a world that didn't always feel like it had space for me. It was like trying to charm a lion with a knock-knock joke. Dangerous, unpredictable, and sometimes you just hoped you'd make it out alive. The stakes always felt impossibly high, and the fear of bombing was as real as the fear of actual lions. Then came the big one, a huge TV audition, the kind that could change your life overnight. It was the opportunity every comic dreams of, the moment you imagine when you're practicing punchlines in front of your bathroom mirror. I knew if I nailed it, everything could be different. But the night before, sleep was impossible. My mind was a party of self-doubt, and everyone was invited. You're not funny enough. You'll forget your jokes. What if you freeze? The ceiling became my confidant as I rehearsed every possible way I could fail. It was a roast, and I was the only one getting burned. Every insecurity I'd ever had took center stage, and the spotlight felt hotter than ever. I could almost hear the imaginary laughter. At me, not with me. That morning, I almost bailed. My hand hovered over my phone, ready to call in sick, to invent some wild excuse. Maybe I'd developed a sudden allergy to laughter, or perhaps I'd lost my voice overnight. Anything to avoid the possibility of failing in front of strangers. But then, my grandmother, my go-go, sat me down at the kitchen table. She looked at me with those wise, steady eyes and said, "Trevor, they don't know what you can do until you show them. But first, you have to show yourself." Her words cut through the noise in my head like a warm knife through butter. That hit me hard. I realized my biggest obstacle wasn't the judges, the audience, or even the competition. It was the person staring back at me in the mirror. I had to prove to myself that I was worthy of this chance, that I belonged on that stage, so I went. My heart was pounding, my doubts were whispering, but Gogo's words echoed louder than my fear. Each step toward that audition felt like a victory over the voice in my head telling me to turn back. I started my set. It wasn't my best performance, and it definitely wasn't my worst. My hands shook, my voice wavered, but I got through it. I even managed to get a few laughs, real, genuine laughs. In that moment, I felt a spark of pride. I didn't get the part. The dream job slipped through my fingers, but as I walked out of that building, I felt lighter. I felt like a winner, not because I'd won the audition, but because I'd shown up for myself. Why? Because I faced my self-doubt and did the thing I was most afraid of. I proved to myself that courage isn't about being fearless. It's about acting in spite of the fear. That day taught me something I carry with me always. Confidence isn't about knowing you'll win. It's about trusting yourself enough to try, even when the outcome is uncertain. It's about knowing you're worthy of being in the game, that you deserve a seat at the table, a spot on the stage, a chance to be heard. It's the decision to show up for yourself, even when you're scared, even when your hands shake and your voice trembles. It's the quiet bravery of saying, "I'm here and I'm enough." That's a power that can change everything, not just for one audition, but for every challenge life throws your way. Confidence isn't just for job interviews or big presentations. It matters at home too. In fact, the confidence you show within your own four walls can be even more powerful than what you display in public. It's the foundation for how you treat yourself and how others learn to treat you. At home, confidence is often the quiet voice that says, "My opinion matters here." It's the gentle reminder that your thoughts, feelings, and needs are just as important as anyone else's in your household. Sometimes, it's as simple as taking a moment to reflect on what you want, or writing down your thoughts in a journal. It's setting boundaries, asking for time to yourself, and not feeling guilty about it. Confidence means knowing that self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. Whether you need a quiet moment alone or space to recharge, honoring those needs is a sign of strength, not weakness. A confident woman at home changes the whole dynamic, teaching her kids their voices matter, showing her partner that respect is mutual, and creating an environment where everyone feels heard. Your confidence becomes a model for your children, helping them grow into self-assured adults. Stating your needs isn't starting a fight, it's starting a conversation. When you speak up calmly and clearly, you invite others to do the same, building trust and understanding in your relationships. It's not about being bossy. It's about honoring your value and showing others how to honor it too. Confidence is the quiet strength that lets you stand tall, even in everyday moments. Confidence helps you trust your judgment, make decisions, and lead your life with intention. It's the inner compass that guides you through daily choices, big and small, and helps you stay true to yourself. Start small. Pick the movie for family night, take time for yourself, say what you want for dinner. Each time you express your preferences, you reinforce your sense of self-worth and show your family that your voice matters. These aren't grand gestures, but they're declarations, reminders that you matter, and that your presence shapes the atmosphere of your home. Confidence at home is the daily practice of self-respect. It's choosing to care for yourself, to speak kindly to yourself, and to believe that you deserve happiness and peace. It's the quiet hum that makes your family feel secure and loved. When you nurture your own confidence, you create a home where everyone can thrive. The workplace can feel like a jungle. Confidence is your armor. Every day you're faced with new challenges, shifting priorities, and unexpected obstacles. Navigating this environment requires more than just skill. It demands a belief in yourself and your abilities. It's not about being loud, it's about believing your ideas are worth hearing. Confidence means trusting your perspective, even when others might disagree or overlook your contributions. Without confidence, your best ideas stay locked up. You might hesitate to share, worried about judgment or rejection, and those moments of doubt can hold you back from reaching your full potential. In meetings, a confident woman speaks up, joins the conversation, and gets noticed. She's not afraid to ask questions or offer solutions, and her presence is felt by everyone in the room. Confidence affects how you ask for a raise, apply for promotions, and handle feedback. It shapes the way you advocate for yourself and pursue new opportunities, even when they seem out of reach. A confident woman knows her value and isn't afraid to claim it. She recognizes her strengths and is willing to stand up for what she deserves. She bounces back from setbacks and keeps moving forward. Instead of letting failures define her, she learns from them and uses those lessons to grow stronger. Stop apologizing for taking up space. Your questions aren't silly, your ideas matter. When you speak up, you inspire others to do the same, creating a culture of confidence around you. Next meeting, speak up once. Even a single comment can make a difference and help you build the habit of sharing your voice. When you finish a project, let your boss know. Take ownership of your achievements and don't shy away from highlighting your hard work. It's not bragging, it's reporting the facts. Sharing your successes helps others see your contributions and builds your professional reputation. Your career is your story. Every step you take, every risk you embrace, adds a new chapter to your journey. Confidence lets you be the author. With each decision, you shape your future. So trust yourself, speak up, and own your path. Social situations can be intimidating, but confidence is your passport. It doesn't make you an extrovert, but it lets you connect authentically. A confident woman walks into a room, stands tall, and smiles. An invitation to connect. She listens, asks questions, and is comfortable with herself. Confidence helps you say no, handle criticism, and be yourself, quirks and all. Authenticity is magnetic. Confidence in social settings is freedom, to enjoy yourself, make friends, or be happy alone. When you stop worrying about others' judgment, you can be present and build real connections. Next time you're nervous, remember, your only job is to be yourself. Your vibe will attract your tribe. Confidence isn't something you buy. It's a muscle you build. Start with positive self-talk. Your brain listens to what you say. Replace "I'm awkward" with "I'm capable." Start small. "I have great hair" works too. Set and achieve small goals. Each victory is a deposit in your confidence bank. Don't aim to solve world hunger by Friday. Clear your inbox, take a walk, make that call. Every checkmark proves you follow through. Self-care matters. It's not just bubble baths, it's sleep, good food, movement, and hobbies. When you care for yourself, you send a message. I am worth the effort. Treat yourself like someone of value, and believing it gets easier. We all have an inner critic, a terrible roommate who never pays rent and always puts us down. It replays mistakes and compares us to everyone else. The first step, recognize its voice. Give it a name, Gertrude, Bob, whatever. Naming it separates it from you. When it pipes up, challenge it. Thanks, Gertrude, but here are the facts. You're not a failure. You're learning and growing. The goal isn't to silence the critic forever, but to turn down its volume. See it as an over-anxious roommate, not the voice of truth. When you stop letting your inner critic drive, you can finally take the wheel. Building confidence leads to an unlocked door. The life you want. Self-doubt is that locked door. We think someone else has the key. But the key, self-belief, has been in your pocket all along. You are worthy of respect, happiness, and success right now. This belief is your foundation and your fuel. When you believe in yourself, the world opens up. No becomes a redirection, not a rejection. Failure is a lesson, not an endpoint. You start taking risks, speaking your truth, and living boldly. You are more powerful than you know. Your confidence is the permission you give yourself to shine. Unlock that door. Step into your life. Believe in yourself. You are absolutely worth it.